All right, today we're going to react to this video. Someone's calling Phoenix Resale a scumbag and he's insulting him and all that kind of stuff. Full transparency, I do watch Phoenix Resale. Anybody who knows me knows that I will gladly criticize someone no matter how much of a viewer or a fan I may be. If they say something stupid, they do something stupid, I will call it out. If they cross some line, whatever, I will happily call that out. I'm more than happy to unsubscribe to someone. I actually had to do that recently with someone that they went in a direction that I didn't agree with, and so I unfollowed them. So let's get into this video and we'll react to it. This video is by 5 Lotham. I assume that the 5 is meant to be an S, like a replacement for an S, Slotham.
Phoenix Resale. Okay, let's talk about this scumbag, Phoenix Resale.
Okay.
If there's anyone that can write a book about how to be a scumbag, you know, buy stuff for cheap and resell it for 1,000 times the price,
I mean, doesn't sound like a bad thing. You telling me I can buy a book and figure out how to sell stuff for 1,000 times what I spent? Man.
it's definitely Phoenix Resale, this scumbag, all right? There's so many things to say about this. First of all, the guy looks like a dork.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Don't be a fucking loser. Bro, you can't sound like that, insult the way that someone looks, and then the person just looks like a normal fucking human being. He literally just looks like an average person.
Walks around with his stupid little hat on and his dumb
His stupid hat. He just wears normal hats. Like, he wears normal gamer hats. Like, it doesn't...
glasses with his stupid neck beard.
Oh, he's got glasses. Fuck, man. God forbid. People and their damn need for stuff that helps them with their eyesight. That is the nerdiest thing ever. How dare you be born with some... Or have some point in your life where you have some deficiency in some capacity. Oh, that's all your fault. You're such a nerd. Like, that's fucking hell, man. And he's not a neckbeard, broski. Like, you can't use insults that just don't in any way apply to someone. Also, we're talking about video games. Of course, someone's going to be nerdy in some capacity. We're like, that is what is culturally considered a nerdy thing. Comics, video games, all of that kind of stuff.
On thinking, oh yeah, he's just some innocent guy that's going around from convention to convention and from retro game store to retro game store, going around buying games. Oh yeah, he's doing such hard work, right? Fumbling through the games and seeing what there is he can buy for $1 and then sell it for $1,000 on his stupid little online shop.
Who the fuck cares, man?
This prick.
That's the idea.
The stories that I've heard about this piece.
This is you're getting mad at someone. He may have valid reasons later in the video. I have no idea. But like, calling out someone for buying something for cheaper and then selling it for more is ridiculous. I understand to a degree if he's actively going out there and offering like 10, 20% margins, like not margins, sorry, 10, 20% of value of the items that, and he knows he can go and sell it for profit, then I'm a little bit like, but he seems to be pretty much like willing to, like, as long as he's making around 50, 60%, 40 to 60%, which is normal margins, by the way. Anyone who works in like a lot of the buying and selling or business operations, if you're not operating in like a large chain store kind of thing, if you're working at like a pawn shop or you're working at any retro game store, you understand that you have to, in some capacity, make around 40 to 60% in profits. So you need to make around a double up. And that's just because you have expenses. He has an employee, at least one employee other than Riff, who edits his videos. He has, I forgot his name. Spanky? I don't know. That does like a lot of the stuff that he has to pay. There's the cost of, like, you know, utilities. There's if he had a physical store, then or he bought like a warehouse or a storage unit, then there's those costs, which he doesn't. He has it in his like his basement, I believe. But still, like that takes up space, that takes up storage space, and items sometimes need to sit there for a long period of time. Then he has to ship it off to Amazon, all of that. Then it has to sit there and wait to sell. So there's like time periods where he's not, like, where stuff is like potential profit. There's potential profit, and then there's actual profit. Like, if you have, $10,000 of potential profit, but it sits there for a year, that's not exactly a good thing. So there's a lot of things you have to take into account when you're buying something to then flip it. I'm not a huge fan of flipping in general, but I understand that it's a necessity for the secondary market to actually function at a good capacity. So
to trash Phoenix Resale in the past of how bad his behavior is in shops.
Okay,
in
nobody wants to hear
public,
stories from you that you've heard from someone that's heard from someone.
Around as well. He has
Why are you insulting? What the fuck does his car have to do with it? Man, if you've got valid criticisms, just fucking provide them, bro.
Stupid little backpack he carries everything. He cries on friggin' videos saying, guys, I don't think I'm going to have enough gas to make it to this convention, to that. Could grow up. Okay, and then on another hand,
grow up, brother. You are the one complaining about him for every reason you've provided so far is nothing valid. Oh, he's a nerd. He wears glasses. Oh, he drives a shitty car. Okay, who the fuck cares?
And get a friggin' job, Phoenix Resale.
That is his job. Like, it's fucking annoying that people will be pursuing something that is their job and it's what they do for a living. Or someone might work and like a job that is not perceived socially as like some kind of impressive thing. Like say someone works in fast food. So people are like, get a real job or do this and do that. This is his job, man. If he wasn't making enough money to do everything and, I can understand still struggling, but still like being able to live, a comfortable life, but struggling for certain things like getting to certain events or whatever it may be in that moment. Because like I said, there can be moments where you can have thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of dollars in potential profit or value of items, and they sit for a long period of time. Like there's a guy who he does quote unquote van life. Like he lives in a van. But he has a storage shed full of like a million plus items or something like that. I can't remember or it's a million in items or something like that. And he doesn't sell like a ridiculous amount of stuff every day. Like it's important to understand that not every day is going to be continuous profits, continuous amount of money. And so he is going to have moments where he struggles. It may not necessarily mean he's living an uncomfortable life, but like, again, this isn't something to fucking like, this is just
going
ridiculous ad hominems
like a loser and into this thing and then crying about it when your games doesn't sell isn't a job. You need to get an actual career going and then on the side do a little hobby, you prick. So
this is weird. I'm not gonna lie, if he's making a living from it, or even if he's not making a living from it, if he's making a little bit of money from it, it's still a job.
First of all, this guy's he's a cheapskate. All right, he goes to different stores. This is what he does. He has a video where he admits that he went to a friggin' store and he tried to, like, oh, behind the counter it's $1, and then if you, anything behind it is $1. So then he goes to the friggin' store owner there and says, hey, I found this game behind the counter for $1, sell it to me, right? And he saw online, Phoenix Resale saw online beforehand that, wait, this is worth like a lot of money.
Okay, that's on the store owner.
So the guy, I want to buy this for $1. And then the guy looks at him and says, dude, you just took that game from another part of the store and then you put it behind the part of that stuff and then trying to sell it and trying to buy it for $1.
Okay, so do you have Phoenix? You said it was in a video. You're going to provide evidence of this. You can't just say that something happened and not provide evidence of this. And I'm not going to go hunt it out myself.
Literally got called out by one of the store owners that said, yeah, you took that game from that position over there in the store, you took it in your hand, you brought...
Also, if it was in his video, don't you think maybe it was a joke or maybe it was a scripted bit or maybe it wasn't actually what happened? Like, why the fuck would he leave it in if it didn't happen or if it made him... Or if it did happen, if he did do that?
It over to this position, which is behind the counter $1. You put it there. You came back later on and says, oh, look, I found this game for $1 and you're trying to buy it for $1. Hey, Phoenix Resale, we can see right through you. The guy called you out right to your face. And even when you tried to lie, Phoenix Resale, and say, no, I was just fumbling around and I accidentally put it there. He said, no, you didn't. You're lying. Exactly. That's true. Phoenix Resale
You're gonna provide
is a
evidence?
Scumbag. He comes
it's true because you said
with
so?
This big smile on his face and his stupid gelled hair pointing up, thinking that he knows everything and everyone's just going to give him a pass. You're not going to get a pass from me, all right? You're people like you, Phoenix Resale, that the reason why I can't even get a friggin' Earthworm Jim SNES cart for cheap.
Oh, here we go. The damn resellers. Listen, man, I'm so fucking sick and tired of this bullshit of like blaming resellers. The resellers only charge certain prices because the market, the people who are buying it, are willing to pay those certain prices. Now, if someone was buying up the entirety of a stock of like, say, a low print game, like say Limited Run released a really, really high demand game, like I don't know, like let's say Pokemon, for whatever reason, Pokemon was like, we're gonna do a special one, we're gonna do 1,000 copies only with Limited Run, and then someone goes in and buys like 500, 600, 700, or even all 1,000 of them all at once, right? Let's say that happens, that freak scenario, but there are real world instances of games being extremely limited, and let's say a reseller bought that up. Then I would understand frustration because they are intentionally artificially inflating the market. But that artificial inflation isn't happening. It is, other than in the graded gaming world, and that graded gaming world has started to crash, and hopefully it keeps crashing. So you can't get mad at resellers who go out and buy stuff, and they may get it for a lot cheaper, they may not get it for a whole lot cheaper, but they still will make a little bit of profit, and then fucking blame them for the rise of prices of stuff. Obviously, prices like Earthworm Jim on the NES are going to fucking increase because more collectors will buy them, and there'll be less supply, but more people with more money willing to buy them. That is how a fucking marketplace, I forgot what the word is, but an open marketplace or a free marketplace, whatever the fuck it's called, works. You know, if there wasn't as much people willing to pay whatever the price this Earthworm Jim game goes for, hundreds of dollars or whatever, thousands, I don't know. If there wasn't that many people willing to spend that money, the price would drop and it would sell for whatever those people were willing to spend. You can't get mad at resellers for that
anymore. It's scumbags like you that have hoarded all the SNES cards for yourself.
Oh,
you get multiples of
he's hoarded all of them. Yep. Fucking idiot.
Each friggin' game, and then you go on Amazon and you sell it for a friggin' upticked price that you can ever think of. It's ridiculous.
He doesn't set the prices. Well, I mean, he probably does, but he sets the prices in relation to what other people are selling it for.
Scumbags like you ruined retro gaming.
No, they
collecting.
didn't. I already went over this.
I collected my retro games right when AVGN started talking about it. Then you came along, thought to yourself, wait, I could do this. You went around.
It's so funny that like resellers have been a thing for as long as I can remember. In terms of probably, I would say around the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era, probably PlayStation 2. Was when I saw a lot of people starting to resell retro stuff and sell them at above RRP or MSRP as well. And now it's all of a sudden a problem, even though it was there's other people other than this one person. One person can't have that much impact.
All of USA to every single state, Phoenix, Resale, and all of this other garbage states, and going around collecting games, buying games, hoarding games for like 50 cents each, and then you friggin' have this genius idea to make a YouTube channel and friggin' scumbaggery post it online that you're friggin' selling these games for a higher price. Look at your little banner online. Opportunity is everywhere.
I don't get this. Like, he proves exactly what you are claiming isn't fucking possible, or that he's somehow negatively impacting. You are claiming that because of people like him, or specifically him, you're not actually calling out other resellers for whatever fucking reason. But specifically because of him, games are a lot more expensive. But every single time he posts a video where he's buying something and then reselling it for more, like, he proves that you can get out there and buy stuff for cheaper. Now, like I mentioned, games are going to, like the older games or the less print run games are going to get more expensive with time. It's inevitable. First of all, because of inflation. Secondly, because more people are becoming adults and are getting full-time jobs, and they're able to spend more money on games than when they were younger, and they're able to go buy the games that they wanted when they were a kid, or that they did play when they were a kid but they no longer have. There's a lot more like people who are seeing video games, a lot more collectors who are seeing video games as safe ways to essentially store money in a sense. like they're not using them necessarily as investments. Some people may use them as investments, but a lot of people are like, well, this is something that's stable and will have a steady increase with inflation and all of that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of factors that go into the increasing value and prices of games, especially retro games, specifically retro games. And you can't blame an individual for all of those factors. You can't blame an individual for even one of them. Unless it was someone with like 100, like let's say PewDiePie, and PewDiePie like bought up a whole bunch of stuff and then promoted it and was like, oh yeah, this is an amazing retro game. It's one of my favorites. Obviously, like that would have some influence, but like someone who's just recording themselves buying stuff for cheaper and are open about the fact that they're a reseller is not increasing the prices of anything.
Shut your mouth, okay? Your little banner. And right there in the banner, he has money flowing with friggin' that Krabs guy from SpongeBob SquarePants. Mr.
Yeah,
Krabs.
he's open about
That's
them.
a scumbag
Whole
move there.
money thing. That's not scumbag.
Yeah. And then when you're selling games on whatnot,
This guy's
your ugly
fucking
face
weird.
is right close to the camera.
Your ugly face. Your ugly
from
face.
The camera, you idiot. You look so.
All right, if you're gonna insult the way someone looks, let's have it. Let's see if you show your face. Huh, interesting. You're not showing your face. If you're gonna insult the way that someone looks repeatedly, like I'd understand if it, like, you know, you're frustrated at someone and you say it once or whatever. Oh, look, this guy just constantly insults the way that people insults the way people look. Then you should probably be showing your face.
Ugly. It's annoying. I don't want to see your hot breath through the camera lens.
Okay, then don't fucking watch it.
Sell games on whatnot.
The fuck? This is like walking into a fucking Disney movie and going, I don't want to see a Disney movie. Like, don't fucking watch it then.
Put the camera 5 feet away, 10 feet away, put it back a little bit, and then talk to the goddamn stream. All right? We don't want to see your ugly face close up.
He's not ugly, man. He's just an average looking guy.
He goes to game conventions, right? And then this guy thinks, you know how there's like a lineup at a game convention? This piece of trash, Phoenix Resale, thinks that he can go to the front of the line, right, with his stupid little camera and his backpack and try to sweet talk the guy in front of the gate, right? That's for the line. Sweet talk him and say, hey, can I get in early because I'm a YouTuber? I just want to walk around and make videos. And then the guys look at him like, and once the guys find out who this Phoenix Resale scumbag is, because all Phoenix Resale wants to do is get in early to the convention and buy up every single game for cheap that he finds and then hoard it to himself. That's all he wants to do.
I don't think that's how it plays out, man. I'm pretty sure he knows a lot of the convention organizers or people who have stalls there. Or he even in several videos, as far as I remember, at least 2 that I can remember, I think, he's had his own stalls. So he gets in there legitimately. He doesn't use the whole I'm a YouTuber thing, I'm trying to record videos. Like he openly, like I'm pretty sure, I may be misremembering this, so if I'm misremembering it, correct me. But I'm pretty sure he's openly like talked about how he's got passes and how he gets how he's got early entry and all of that kind of stuff. And that's perfectly acceptable. That happens at every convention, not just game reselling. Whether it's retro collectibles like dolls and figurines and all of that kind of stuff, comics, whatever it may be. The people who have stalls or who are friends and stuff of the stall owners or who have certain passes do get in early.
So then he can make a stupid little videos on YouTube and show, look guys, I got this game at this convention, this game at this convention, and then friggin' sell it for 1,000 times the price online because he's the one that hoarded it all.
I'm pretty sure he wishes he was getting 1,000 times the price. he'd be what? He'd be like what? He said he sold like $3 million worth of stuff, $2 million worth of stuff. So let's just say $3 million to be nice. If he sold $3 million at 1,000 times the price, brother, you do the math on that one.
So
Means he would have
eventually
spent
those
sweet fuck
gatekeepers
all.
knew that what he's up to and his antics, and they said to him, no, dude, you're not getting
Oh,
in
did
early.
they?
You have
You
to
got proof
stand
of
in
this?
line just like everyone else. You're not special because your name is Phoenix Resale. You're not special because you wear dorky glasses. You're not special because you're
Calling glasses dorky is the cringiest fucking thing. Like I said at the start of the video when you first mentioned it, motherfucker, he doesn't wear them as a fashion accessory. He wears them so he can fucking see. It's like going up to a blind person and going, oh, why do you have that funny looking stick? It's so dorky. Like, motherfucker, you think they choose to? Like, it's a necessity for everyday functionality.
hat is worn
Do you want him to
backwards,
fucking
and you have a
stumble
friggin'
around?
neckbeard. Shut up, go to the back.
That's not a neckbeard, my friend. That's not a
of the line,
neckbeard.
stand there like everyone else and wait your goddamn turn to get into this convention, you prick. That's what he does.
Oh, does he?
Scumbags
Prove it.
Moves from
Scumbags!
This piece of garbage,
Scumbags!
Phoenix Resale. So what else does he do? Oh yeah, and then there's stories of then when Phoenix Resale is in like game conventions.
Oh, the stories? Okay, where's the stories? Proof. Provide first
Phoenix Resale avoids
person
eye contact and
stories.
trying to talk to other YouTubers because other people at the convention and other YouTubers know that Phoenix Resale is a scumbag. He wants to avoid the embarrassment.
Even though plenty of YouTubers record them and he records his interactions with plenty of YouTubers. Like, why are you just making shit up, man? Like, it's weird as fuck. Like, look, man, I can understand not liking resellers. Cool, whatever. But, like, it's weird as fuck to just make up shit to attack them over and claiming that there's all these stories and he does this, he does that, and providing no fucking evidence.
He wants to avoid getting called out on. It's like, hey, Phoenix Resale, I wanted to buy friggin' NES Golf for my friggin'
Then buy it.
child Timmy, but you, like a scumbag, went early into the convention and bought up every single game possible known to mankind.
Okay. Sounds like a you problem. Get the fuck over it. If the vendors had an issue with it, they wouldn't fucking sell to him.
So he avoids eye contact with people, right? If I saw Phoenix Resale, they'd be like, Phoenix Resale, why are you such a scumbag? Why are you doing this and ruining the retro gaming
No, you
community
wouldn't.
market?
No, you wouldn't. Let's be
Every
real. No,
price
you
now
wouldn't.
When you go to a convention, the price is so high, it's because of people like this. He buys multiple of games over and over and over again so that he can sell them all online for a higher price.
That's
He
the
wants to
point
take the
in
whole market for
reselling, you
himself,
fucking
take
moron.
every single game.
If nobody, okay, this is the most fucking brain dead logic, right? Everyone is trying to make a little bit of profit, everyone that sells video games, because if nobody was making profit, then there wouldn't be anybody selling them because it wouldn't be something that would be worth anybody's time. So what the fuck do you expect people to do? Do you expect the vendors to just, like, what the fuck do you think the vendors that he's buying them from are doing? How the fuck do you think they obtain these games? They're not getting them direct from the suppliers because these are old retro games that are no longer being sold, or maybe getting, some of them may be getting sold. So like you can see here, PlayStation 4 or whatever the fuck that is. Like, there may be some stores that are selling PlayStation 4 games brand new, but like these aren't people that are buying them that have direct connections to this, like to the warehouses or the suppliers or the companies themselves or anything like that. They're not saying, yeah, we'll order 500 of this game, 50 of this game, and 20 of this game. They're buying them from auctions, from garage sales, from people who come, if they have a storefront, people who come into their storefront. They buy them for less than they're worth, and then they sell them for more. He's just doing exactly what they're doing. Why the fuck are you calling him out specifically?
That he finds, and then be like, yep, here's the new price, guys, $1,000, because Phoenix Resale feels that he gets to dictate what prices and what
He does get to dictate the prices he sells them for. Whether or not they sell is another matter.
marketing there is for pretty games and all that stuff. I don't like this guy's face. I used to watch his videos before, and then I realized that he just goes in there and goes into shops and starts filming the camera. People in that shop should be like, yo, stop filming me. I don't want to see your ugly face.
If people in the shop don't want to be filmed, they can say that. Like, it's private property. They can say, I don't want to be filmed, and then legally he has to turn off the camera, or they can say, hey, we're happy for you to record, just don't film my face, or they can just give him the go-ahead to completely record. That is their legal right. You don't have to fucking be their spokesperson.
In your dumb little camera, trying to freaking record everything that happened in the store, so then you can go on YouTube, upload it, and make AdSense off it, right? I'm looking at his thumbnails. He's sitting at one that says 40% off, and he's like, but every hour they get cheap. What a piece of trash. My quest for limited edition Switch game.
What a piece of trash for giving people good deals. What?
Yeah, we know your quest, okay? Hi, Emily. Emily is trying to collect Switch games for her Switch collection, and then you're there like a little cuck standing there waiting for her to stop so you can collect it yourself, put it in your disgusting duffel bag.
I don't know why that closed. I don't get it. Like, if she doesn't want to buy it, she doesn't have to buy it. That's how it works for fucking everyone. When someone's looking at the games, if there's room for you to look, you look. If there isn't, you wait for them, and then you do, and then you go and look after they're finished. Like, everyone does that. It's not specific to resellers.
And drive around every single state and sell the goddamn thing. Look at this. Stealing customers from a video game store. Yeah, that's all he's doing. He goes into...
This guy definitely didn't watch that video. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know what the stealing customers from a video game store is, it's him essentially. The full context is he's going to Retro Rick's store. They opened a new store, and he went there and he sold a bunch of stuff, and then there was some other stuff, and he set up a stall around the corner. He got like it was all fine, all talked about, everything like that with the other employees, and he was selling games for ridiculously cheap. Some of the games were worth a lot more than what he was asking for. It was just a little meme. It was a way for him to be able to give people, you come buy this, you can buy this for cheap, whatever, all that kind of stuff. It was just a joke. And the owner of the store, who is his friend, Rick, Retro Rick, was brought out after it had happened. He laughed. They had fun. They had spent like the night before or whatever, 2 nights before or whatever it was, up until late, organizing to sell some games for Phoenix Resale to sell games to Rick. And Rick to Phoenix Resale to buy some games from Rick. Like, this was jokes between friends. How the fuck are you getting mad on behalf of his own friend that laughed and had a good time and all of that kind of stuff?
Other video game stores, right? He goes there, tells the customers, hey guys, I have games for 10 cents.
This didn't happen.
Why don't you come out here to my disgusting car and I'll sell you those games for 10 cents.
That didn't happen.
Phoenix Resale is the type
wasn't
of guy
what
that's
happened.
very bad for the friggin' retro gaming community. He's
oh
a
yeah,
selfish
him specifically.
prick that only cares about his own games.
You got a million people doing exactly what he does. The people he buys from are doing exactly what he does, and you're mad about him specifically. If you genuinely had an issue with it and you thought that reselling was bad for more than what you paid, then you wouldn't just be making a video about him.
He doesn't want anyone else to find any of those games. He doesn't want anyone else to find those games, go online, create an Amazon store, and try to make
more competition.
No,
I mean, he probably doesn't care because there's
himself.
plenty of games that he passes on that just aren't the profit margins he looks for.
Nintendo Switch hunting in Las Vegas, and then you see a friggin' Pawn Stars thing. Yeah, keep shilling, Phoenix Resale. Keep shilling. All right?
Yeah, bro. I'm sure that Pawn Stars paid him to do that, and it totally wasn't a smart thumbnail idea because, it's a popular show that I think has stopped now. I may be wrong, but it is known by many, many people, so it gets more people to click on it. That isn't shilling, you fucking moron. Like, I'm starting to get frustrated at just the level of stupidity coming from this guy. Like, he has not presented a single piece of evidence that has backed anything that is valid. He's attacked the way that Phoenix Resale looks, which Phoenix Resale looks like just a fucking normal dude. Like, he's not ugly. Like, he's just an average dude. Like, he's attacked the fact that he has glasses, which is beyond his fucking control. He needs them to see, dumb fuck. And then he's providing a bunch of examples that have no fucking evidence, or if they do, in reality, it is 2 friends that are, one owns the store, like the one he just provided about Retro Rick's store opening and all of that kind of stuff. Like, this guy is just fucking stupid.
You're a scumbag, and then he's talking about his own little video game collection tour and his own little room that he has here.
Okay.
People on YouTube, you need to realize that he funded his own video game collection and his own
from reselling. Yes, we know.
New game room that he has because of his scumbag tactics.
No, he did it the exact same way every fucking business owner does. You get product or you create product, whatever it may be. You sell product for profit. You use profits to either reinvest into business or you use it on yourself a little bit and treat yourself, build up a collection, whatever it may be. Like, that is how a fucking business functions, you moron. Every fucking business needs to make profit, you fucking moron.
He has done in the friggin' public, going around to stores, stealing games from stores. He's friggin' hiding games in one section, comes back later in the day so no one else can find the games, and then he goes to the guy and says, see, this is worth $1, sell it to me $1 for please.
What? Did you just like take the first story you gave about how he allegedly went to like some store and put it behind a thing, and now you're claiming something else happened in that situation? Or is there something you're not providing context for? Again, evidence, please.
He looks like a dork. He's all this garbage stuff going on.
Let's see you.
And then
if you're going to constantly insult the way someone looks, let's see you.
Him here in this little thumbnail in a stupid little SUV, his friggin' game full of switch hunting. See,
why do you keep fucking mentioning shit and not showing it? In this thumbnail, in this video, brother, show the fucking video or the thumbnail.
He's gonna now ruin the Switch hunting. He's gonna ruin the Nintendo Switch market because of him going around buying every single Nintendo Switch game he could think of. And then he's gonna go on his Amazon store and sell it for a higher price. Why do you people even buy from this guy? The prices are ridiculous.
Okay, let me remind you, he's selling on Amazon. 99% of the people who are buying from him don't even fucking know that it's him, because I believe from what I've seen in his videos, he actually just sends them off to Amazon's warehouse, so they're shipped from Amazon on behalf of it. But like, most people don't pay attention to, oh, this is Phoenix Resale as the seller or whatever. They're just like, oh, it ships from Amazon, cool. That means that they've checked it, they've certified it, all of that kind of stuff. That's all they give a fuck about. He also bases his prices on what the markets, like what the Amazon history and the Amazon current sales are at. So he's not like someone that's buying up like items and then selling them for 10, 20% of what the other sellers, more than what the other sellers are selling it for. He sells it at the same price or lower than them.
No one should buy and pay that much for cheap NES games, but this guy's doing it himself. It's a scumbag move, and Phoenix Resale is hated in the retro gaming community because of this.
No, he's not. He's hated by brainless fucking morons like you, who are incompetent and incapable of forming a coherent and logical sentence that actually genuinely backs your statements and your claims. Like, okay, first off, if you're going to insult the way someone looks, like I mentioned, show your fucking face. I haven't insulted the way that you look, so I don't need to show my face, but show your face. If you're going to make claims about someone, provide evidence. You didn't even provide fucking stuff that backed up your claims of, oh, this thumbnail and this video and all of that. You didn't even do that. You just fucking flipped through a bunch of photos like a PowerPoint slideshow or something. Whatever the fucking Windows photo thing. You just click next, next, next for 10 minutes. You're fucking weird as shit, man.
No one likes him. He tried his scumbag taxes at a store. He tries to get into conventions early so he can go around recording. I don't like his face.
I mean, you claim... Oh, yeah, you also claim that he did that thing where he tries to get into conventions, but he does get into conventions early. Like, this isn't a matter of, like... It isn't a question. He does, and obviously he would need a valid reason or a valid pass or whatever to be able to do that. So... that's up to the convention owners, okay? Not up to you, you fucking weird cunt. Like, if you had genuine criticism for him or about him, I would have listened. Instead, you rambled for 10 and a half minutes like a fucking moron, and you constantly insulted the way he looks or the fact that he has glasses when it has fucking nothing to do with it. So, I'm going to put this towards you one last time. Show your face if you're going to insult people, you fucking coward. All right, peace out.